decent garden boxes built. That's about the only way to stay ahead of the weeds and stuff. Jason. So it's like, if I could do that for next year, or how I do it next year, I think is more the question. But I'm going to have lots of good maneuver. Uncle. Start my day here, I guess, and then go do labor-intensive work for the next extreme heat hours, which suck. Mondays, like, I like my clients, don't get me wrong, but Mondays, like that client, she's like, it's a hard work day when I work for her. Like, everything is just back-breaking. It's all landscaping stuff, eh? And then of course, there's all kinds of stuff. Whoa, got a convoy. Good. On good news, though, my dad. These guys, they're getting ready for moose season 2. Moose season with the bows coming up. It's not for a little while yet, though. It's like end of the month. 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. My dad doesn't hunt bow, unfortunately. Like, deer's one thing, but moose, the thing with moose, if you don't get out there early and you got all these guys running through the bush a week ahead of you, you know, the moose just don't move, right? So it's like, oh, I got lots of time here. It's like, you end up in a situation where, you know, like, if you almost have to, I think you can use a crossbow in bow season, so, yeah. Yeah, so you have to kind of get out there early, because if you don't, what ends up happening is either everybody shoots all your moose, but my dad said a moose ran out in front of them when they went up to the camp. It's a different camp they're going up to this year. Basically, yesterday's mission was the most important mission of the camp, and that was to bring the shitter up there. So Wayne built an outhouse, and yeah, they trailed it up there, and that was basically the main job. So they were just up there for one night. My dad said there's moose tracks all over the place, and they saw a moose, but they don't go up, and you know, but when they go up, there might not be any moose running around, right? Because that's October. Like, I think it's like 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks with the bow, and then there's a little bit of a downtime, and then, but like when you disturb the moose like that, a lot of times, like, they don't move for like a month, and then especially when you get close to November, they bed down. They'll stay in a spot almost the entire winter. Wherever their bed, the moose bed is. So, but anyway, I hope my dad gets another moose this year. The only thing is, we're gonna have to start eating a lot of chicken if we get a moose, because it's not much. We're knocking them down. We only ate one, but gave one to my brother, or two to my brother so far. One to each of my aunts, one to my cousin. So next year it's gonna be like Dad's like 20 birds tops. You know, so if we lose 5, we get 15, we're good. Yeah, 20 birds is a lot of birds. 35 birds was a ridiculous amount of birds, considering the size of our birds. They're like small turkeys. I still can't get over it. Took 2 grown men 4 days to eat a friggin' chicken. About a 9-pound chicken. Like, again, our lightest chicken was like 8.5 pounds. So that's a big chicken. When you go to the store, you're lucky if you get like a 3-pound chicken. You know what I mean? Like 3-4 pound chicken. And yeah, and they were good eating too. On top of that, so 9 weeks was the magic number. So next year, yeah, get 20 chickens if we're lucky. I'm not gonna go for bear this year. I'd like to, but like, I'm not set up for it. And deer is just like, there's just none around here at all. Wild chicken, though, one of my longtime subscribers, he knows who he is. I don't know if we can actually hit anything. I mean, you know, guys like that, you know, he says he's going wild chicken hunting, but like, yeah, if you can believe him, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Those type of people. Dem's fighting words. How dare you disrespect my wild chicken hunting? I'd like to see some videos of them wild chicken hunting. That would be nice. I have fun. You guys remember a couple of years ago I was walking along, and it was the one I got. It was like I was like, okay, the wild chickens could be here. Oh, there he is! Pow! I was like 5 minutes into the season, I got one. I think I got 5 total that year, and but I think that was the year where I missed I must have missed 20 or 30. They were just something else. But what I'd really love to get on video hunting is if you could shoot these things, you could shoot anything. They're called woodcock. And I call them beaky flappers. They're the birds that they walk along with the long beaks and go meet, meet, and it looks like they're dancing. Those things. They almost look like a kiwi, but they're all like in France. If you shoot one on the ground, like your name is mud. You have to shoot in the air. But the thing is, they go straight up. They're like from 0 to 300 feet. The second you see one, just aim in the sky. Don't bother trying to. You can't lead it.